Hey, well, that's just how to use Animbot to put your stuff on twos, and also why you should use Animbot to put your stuff on twos. So traditionally, without the bot, you could go 0 and I go 2 and hit key, but actually, look at this curve right here just for a sec. So if I go 2, key, 2, key, 2, key, 2, 2, 2, you can see how it's starting to change the curve there really strongly. It's not anything like before, but it's like super smooth and awesome. So we're gonna go to our downloads and download Animbot from the create button on current shelf. So right now I have poly selected. I might go to animation. It'll give you a bunch of pop-ups about different things. You can also ask it to start up, but I usually just leave this checked off so I don't have anything heavy going on crazy. Okay, so now that we have Animbot installed, if let's say like I want everything to be in ones until a certain point, so maybe around like here, I'll just put it in twos for a sec. If I drag it over like this, you'll notice that it hasn't changed like the official time over here, so I'll take note of whatever it is at before just in case. Change it to 32. So from 32 and on, we'll put it in twos. And what we'll do is we'll select the anim or the object that we want to put on twos. If you're animating on anims, of course, just use that kind of thing. And so if we go to our Animbot, sometimes you'll notice that it's like grayed out. And when you notice that, you'll have to hit this little key here. And you'll have to activate license. So you'll start your trial, it gives you like 30 days, I believe. We kind of just enter in your email. I'm going to do all this and then come back. Alright, so I went ahead and I activated it and everything is back to normal and not grayed out. So, really quick, if you right click on this box, it'll give you some different options. You'll want to make sure that you hit baking step tangent so you don't have to do it manually later. But, and then I'm going to go bake on twos. And right now I'm just right clicking on this. But you'll notice that when you hover over it, it's giving you some different options. So I could go ahead and just control click to bake on twos. But you can also have the option to bake on 1, 2, 3, 4, and a bunch of others with it. Alright. So, if I go back to 0 and hit play, you'll notice that it goes in twos after this moment. And of course, if you have like a motion trail on or something, you'll be able to see different parts a lot clearer. For example, it's missing hitting the ground here, which is really apparent. So I could just go ahead and move these little things however I want, but it takes a little bit of tweaking afterward. It's not going to really give you like a perfect thing every time, but it is very helpful for keeping things, like keeping the natural curve of things. And for the first example here where I was hitting the key on this and it was kind of messing with my curve, if I wanted to just make this one in twos, let me go to this guy right here. So it's until frame 20, so I'll go ahead and hit 20 here. Taking note that it was originally at 84. Select my anim or my object and hit control click while I click on this. If I right click on here, I'll make sure that I have baking step tangent on, and I can go ahead and bake it. So now it's on twos, and it keeps the original tangent here with the curve. Yay! In the original whole playback thing, it's not an amazing example, but it's just letting you be able to use the functions within Animbot to get that cool stylized animation moment on twos. And just another side note is that since it is on twos, if I'm starting at 0 or wherever I am and it's going 2 after that, if I happen to have a key pose that I set in my blocking stage in like an odd number, it's gonna end up averaging it out, what's giving you this kind of like, why the heck isn't it hitting the ground here? Well, because maybe my key is between 44 and 46, so if I keyed it on 45 and it's baking it on twos, it's like, I'm just gonna go in the middle. So it'll take a little bit of tweaking, especially if you have some key poses on odd numbers. but yeah, I hope this helps.